Hello, my friends. I hope you are doing great and you are in the mood to stitch something beautiful. And today, this evening, I've digitized the mermaid bookmark and we're going to test it together. And this design is going to have only video tutorial, not picture tutorial. So be attentive to what I do because it's really easy and fun. So this design is stitched completely in the hoop. It is a bookmark with a mermaid. And for it you will need some sparkly metallic paper or foil. It's upon you. You can use also the sparkling fabric if you'd like. Also you will need the tassel is an optional step. If you don't have it, it's okay, you just don't attach it, and the backing fabric. And then you will need the felt to fit the hoop. We have 5x7 hoops. And then you will need the main fabric for the tail also. I have it sparkly fabric, but you can have it any fabric. So you need to hoop the tearaway stabilizer in 5x7 hoops. And then we start with stitching. And we are gonna stitch the placement line. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Then we need to tape the tassel in the top center. This is an optional step. And if you don't have the tassel, you just skip this step. So which I have, and I'm going to tape it in the top center. So as you see, I taped it in the top center. And now I'm going to put felt on top and fix it with the next step. Now, as always we do with a bookmark, we attach felt and then we trim it. Caring not to damage our tassel in the top center. So we look and trim it this way. So next, as we got it trimmed, we got another step on attaching the fabric, which I'm going to choose to be blue because it won't be visible really, just a little bit, but I'm going to do it in blue fabric, patterned fabric. Okay, I cut the fabric, okay? But it's gonna be fine. It's okay. So I'm gonna, oh, it's okay. It's not too bad. So I'm gonna not trim my fabric, but it's a big fabric. That's why I'm cutting it. We don't trim our fabric. We keep it like this. It's just big fabric I got. I'm gonna cut it this way. And we keep it non-trimmed. So we trim the felt but not the fabric. Next we're gonna stitch the skin of our mermaid, which is gonna be skin color. So skin color. Here it is. So I'm gonna a little bit. Okay, let's continue. I just decreased the tension a little bit because it was too high for me. So it's her hands and her body, and here is another hand. So our mermaid is gonna have burgundy. No, let's do red hair. She will be red-headed as Disney mermaid, I guess. I'm gonna do her red-headed, but you can do any color, teal or green or any color hair. So it was the fourth step, and our fifth step is placement line for the applique. We're gonna stitch appliques right now. I'm gonna change the thread color on it. Complementary to my fabric, I think. Or I could do blue too, but it's okay. Okay, let's place fabric on top and then fix it. It's gonna fix and do the quilting in the same step. So, as we attached it and did the quilting with the same step, it was step number 6. Now we are moving to step 7. And we are gonna do the little tail ending. Oh, how pretty this fabric looks. I'm crazy about it. Look how pretty. I hope you can see how sparkly it is. How pretty. And then let's do with the same color thread in my case. So we stitch the placement line. Stitch the placement line. And this is metallic paper. You can do foil or even different fabric for it. And I'm gonna place it and fix it and do the quilting with the same step. We don't unhook it. Okay, one moment. Oh, the thread is stuck. One moment. Okay. Let's stitch it. Okay, we stitched it, and now if you have such colorful metallic or whatever you have, you remove it very carefully. If you have fabric, you just trim it. Okay, so it's really pretty. I just love it. It's crazy. And let's stitch the zigzag stitches around our tail, the whole thing. It's just so textured, it's so pretty. I wonder what colors you come up with in this project, because you know mermaids are very colorful. So let's do red hair. Okay, let's stitch it. So we are stitching this bookmark, and this bookmark is stitched in 14 steps, done in 5 by 7 hoops with a tearaway stabilizer hooked in them. So it's not difficult, but it's going to be really pretty, I think. It's really worth it. I have mermaid tail bookmark, but I did not have mermaid bookmark, so I thought we needed. it's red, but looks like burgundy with all those shapes in the hair. So it's a really good color. She's looking from the back. It's like her hair from the back of her. And okay, I'm impatient to see how it will look finally. I'm stitching it with you and I haven't tested it before. So we are doing it together. First time. We are on the 10th step and in total 14 steps, so we are almost done. The most fill stitch is the hair, and then we will be almost done. And now we will stitch the flowers in her head, and we need green, and I can't decide. I need lighter green or like solid green. Let's do light green because I don't know, I think it will be prettier. Light green leaves are gonna look dainty or something. So now we will do the roses, which I'm gonna do in pink because I cannot do roses in different color than pink. Funny, right? So it's not really roses, but some kind of flowers like roses. I don't know. Let's see how they turn out. Okay, let's do the flowers. And fingers crossed it's gonna turn out good. Yes, our flowers work fine. And they are really pretty, and I'm happy I did it in pink because we needed some pink in our lives. So let's fix the blue. Now we did all the decorative stitches. I'm gonna fix so that my top and bobbin threads are of the same color. And I fix my top thread. Almost there. Yeah, I fixed it. And I'm gonna fix the bobbin thread. And now I'm gonna turn over my hoop, trim a little bit if something is in the way, leftovers of the thread. And I got such leftovers on the sides of my mermaid. So I'm gonna place the fabric covering my whole project on top of it from the back of the hoop. And as I have both top and bobbin threads of the same color, I'm gonna check on if my fabric lays flat and right. So I'm gonna now stitch number 13, and I'm gonna attach the backing to the front. As the sea is blue, I decided to do the background of my mermaid in blue, and also satin stitches in blue and the tassel in blue. So let's see what colors you'd like for it. Now we trim the front and back of our bookmark. We trim it carefully not to damage the tassel, of course. So as I trimmed the front of the hoop, my project from the front of the hoop, now it's the time from the back to do it from the back. And I know you cannot see how I'm trimming it, but it's just trimming around the edges. So it's a back of the hoop now, and it's the front of the hoop. And now I remind you that my top and bobbin threads have your top and bobbin threads have to. Oh my God, what I'm talking, I have to. They have to be of the same color. And now I'm gonna stitch the satin stitches and get back to you to show you how my mermaid finally turned out. So I just finished stitching my very pretty bookmark, and I stitched the satin stitches and coil stitches on top, and I'm gonna show you how pretty our bookmark turned out. Look how sparkly and beautiful it is. It's very unique and special. I hope you like it, and if you decide to stitch the bookmark like this, the link is going to be in the description. You can always purchase the design and stitch such pretty bookmark. I hope you liked being with me and stitching this pretty bookmark, testing it together and seeing how it's going to turn out as a result. So we meet next time. Thank you for being with me. Have a wonderful day. Happy stitching and bye-bye.